Hey, welcome again to Discovery Hour here with Kingsley Akinda. I'm coming to you live all the way from Douala, Cameroon. Man, I'm excited to be here. But I just want to say something really brief because a buddy of mine and my big brother have been bugging me about some things we've been talking about. Side jokes and conversations. And he asked me, he said, a lot of people are running businesses, and you're telling me you're in business. And what is business all about? What does business ownership really mean? Because when I also started my journey and said, oh, I was a business owner, man, the first thing that got me was that I felt like I was free, right? I felt like I had so much time now in my hands. Oh, I am my own boss. But the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki helped me to begin to understand what it really means to be a business owner. Because there are four levels, right? You can be an employee, you can be self-employed, you can be a business owner, or you can be an investor. So why do you have self-employment, business owner? They are distinct and they are on different sides of the quadrant. Because here's the thing, most businesses, and maybe it's small scale, you probably start as a self-employed someone. That simply means you own the job. And the reason why it's different is because you are still trading your time for money, right? But being a business owner is you actually owning a system. Now, what is a system? A system, I'll define that as an acronym, is save yourself time, energy, and money. Okay? Save yourself time, energy, and money. So that's what it really means to own a business, because that simply means that, hey, if I'm not at that job, if I'm not there, can it still generate money for me? Which simply means my income is not tied to my time. Okay? Here's one thing I just want to share. For anyone who is a business owner, if you're in business or you're aspiring to become one, I want to share with you two things that you must really seek to understand. The first one is what I call, or what is called in the financial world. Someone who is in business today, they will understand these two things. The first one is other people's time. That is important. What do I mean? You and I, we have limited time. We only have 24 hours a day. So no matter how much you work or how much you get paid, that means your income will be limited as long as it is your time that is totally responsible for generating your income. So now I want you to think of, let me just throw out a company out there. Let's just say Amazon. The last time I checked, Amazon today employs over 1.6 million people. Let's just say each of the employees work for 8 hours a day, just 8 hours a day. That means in that same 24-hour time frame that you and I are limited by, Amazon just generated over 12 million hours. In the same time frame, but they were able to stretch time for them. But you are limited by 24 hours. But in that same 24-hour time frame, they generated over 12 million hours. Let's just say 1 hour is equivalent to $1 of profit for Amazon. That means now that every day, Amazon has the potential of making over $12 million in profit, simply because they are leveraging other people's time. So if you're going to go into business, you must start to figure out how you can leverage other people's time to make money for you. The second leverage point is other people's money. You have to understand this and figure this out for yourself. Other people's money. It's just as profound as other people's time. Think of banks. Banks, by virtue of them just existing, they really don't have any money of their own. They may start with some initial capital, but again, whatever they start with, somebody or someone gave it to them. But I want you to think about the banking system, because maybe you've never really understood the banking system. What happens when you put your money in a bank account? Does it just sit there and collect dust? No. You may put 1,000 francs or 100,000 francs or maybe $10,000. And then I walk into that same bank and I apply for a loan. But when you put your $1,000 or your 10,000 or 100,000, maybe that bank offered you, in the United States, the interest rate is horrible. Maybe here in Cameroon, it might be better. But I'll speak in the United States. It's about less than 0.1% interest rate that they will offer you. I want you to think about this now. You gave your money and the bank is offering you 0.1%. But the bank can turn around and loan that money to me, maybe as a personal loan or a loan for a house or a loan to buy a car, and they charge me minimum maybe 10%. If I take 10% and I divide it by 0.1, that is 100. That means the bank is making 100 times on my money, but they're only giving you 0.1%. So now I want you to think about this. Let me put it in dollar figures. That means the bank is making about $100 on that $1,000 that I put in the bank, but they are giving you, who saved that $1,000 in your account, they are giving you 1 cent or 1 penny. How does that make you feel? Right? So that is what is called other people's money. The bank took your money and they made 100 times on your money, but they did not share the benefits of what they did. If you can figure out how you can do the same with other people's money, now you're in game, you're in business. Those two leverage points is what matters in business. Because here's the thing, there's no middle ground. You're either leveraging or you are being leveraged. Period. Period. OPM, other people's money. OPT, other people's time. If you don't figure out how to do that, you will work until you die. You have to, as a business owner, you have to figure out how to do one or the other or both. Period. Well, that's my time. That's all I have for you today. I hope this helps you. And again, this has been Kingsley in Discovery Hour. Thank you.